so I'm using half a can of A&W root beer, and I just poured that in my Cool Whip. This was only filled halfway. I just had a little bit left over from the last time that I used it. And I'm gonna mix that root beer and that Cool Whip nicely together, just like this. What we're making today is a delicious no-bake dessert just in time for that hot July month that's coming. This is something that you're gonna wanna make all summer long because it's refreshing and delicious. And it's super easy. You only need a few ingredients. And like I said, I already had this Cool Whip in my fridge. I already used half of it. So go ahead and add our third ingredient. And that is gonna be some sweetened condensed milk. And this is optional. You could just do the Cool Whip and the root beer and it would be delicious. But today we're adding the condensed milk because it's just gonna be so creamy and just add a nice little thickness into there. So I added about 1/4, maybe even less than that, cup of our sweetened condensed milk. We are gonna continue mixing inside. It's so nice that I can just mix it right in my Cool Whip container. We don't need a bowl. We just need our 3 ingredients and half a container of Cool Whip. Just give this a nice, good mix. And you know what? This needs to be a little bit darker, so that's how you know you didn't add enough root beer. So grab your root beer. Beautiful, now it feels about halfway. And then just keep mixing until well combined. That soda just makes it nice and fluffy. The condensed milk makes it nice and sweet. And then that Cool Whip makes it creamy. Oh yeah. All 3 things you want on a hot summer day. Okay, this is looking gorgeous. All right, once that's well blended, we're gonna go ahead over to our next little station, and I have these mini graham cracker crusts. These are so great because they're already pre-made and they're the most perfect individual servings for a barbecue, a pool party, whatever you're making these for, it's gonna be just great. Kids coming over, you have a big pool party coming over, this is what you're gonna wanna make. All right, we have these all laid out, and now it's time to put the cream in there. All right, so we're gonna grab our root beer Cool Whip mixture, grab an ice cream scooper, and we're gonna quickly scoop this right into our pre-made mini pie crust. And you know what this is gonna taste like? Everyone's favorite summer treat, root beer floats. Ooh, yeah. They're gonna be so good and so easy to make. You cannot disappoint people with this root beer float pie. And you know what? If you don't like root beer, you could do orange Fanta floats. And that would be just as yummy. I know orange creamsicle is so popular in the summer, so just switch out the root beer for some orange creamsicle and you'll have delicious orange float mini pies. But personally, me and my hubby, we love root beer floats. So that's what I went with. And we are just gonna quickly fill up these little mini pie crusts so we can serve these. Oh my goodness, it looks so creamy and fluffy. I am way too excited for this. Okay, I'm doing about 1 ice cream scoop of filling in each one of my crusts. It's the perfect amount. Don't need a measure, just get your ice cream scoop. Last one. And these are ready for the freezer. So I'm gonna pop these in the freezer for just 1 hour, and then we are ready to serve. All right, our root beer float pies are ready. They were in the freezer for 1 hour. Now, of course, we're gonna grab some Ready Whip because of what else goes with root beer floats. And we're just gonna do a nice little dollop on each one, not too much because we don't want to, take away from that root beer flavor. Just the perfect amount to make it look beautiful and presentable. And I have to put something on top of this Ready Whip. I'm just not gonna leave it like this. What better than a maraschino cherry to top it off? And we're gonna quickly just put 1 on each. Oh my goodness, doesn't that just look so cute? It really completes the look of it. Even if you don't like cherries, It's so great to just add that pop of color to your root beer float mini pies. Oh, these are gonna be so refreshing and so delicious. Just make it on a hot summer day and you have the easiest dessert. Okay, we're almost done here. I'm trying to get the best cherries for you guys. All right, now it is time to try one of these beautiful root beer float pies. I think I'm gonna go for this one in the front that just looks picture perfect. Remember, we have that graham cracker crust. Might be a little difficult to get into because it was frozen, but it doesn't take away any of the flavor. Just get a nice little crumble going. And then, oh, look how that's set. It's set to perfection. Oh my, that is better than a root beer float. Oh,